Welcome to the Brian Murray Show, a real estate show, New Jersey style. In this week's The Brian Murray Show, we're going to talk about, is the dress blue or is it gold? Real estate edition. So, behind me is New York City. I'm sure all of you recognize New York City, and there's a little bit of New Jersey over there as well. The fact is that in New Jersey, Hoboken, Jersey City, waterfront, the suburbs, Manhattan, especially Manhattan and Hoboken and Jersey City, we've been talking about, hey, you know, the market is a little bit depressed. Prices have been depressed since COVID. Hey, you know, there's, people moving out to the suburbs. The market is down. Volume-wise, the market is down price-wise. I've been telling my viewers now for months, hey, the bottom of the market is coming. The bottom of the market is coming. As soon as that vaccine comes, there's going to be a big turnaround. And guess what? If you were waiting to time the bottom of the market, you missed it. I believe you missed it. You're looking at every price category in Manhattan as up right now. You're looking at every volume and price category in Hoboken and Jersey City is up right now. I'm wearing a yellow shirt because it's the spring market. Do you think my shirt is yellow or do you think my shirt is blue? Have you done the Facebook challenge? Have you gone on the internet and looked at that thing and said, hey, is it gold? Is it blue? I don't know. Is it green? Whatever color. It's gold, it's green, it's blue. The fact is that people look at things different ways. I might see gold and you might see blue. And the fact is that both of them are true based on our perspective. Just like the market today. Is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? Well, the answer is yes, based on your perspective. Is it a buyer's market? Well, right now, interest rates are historically low. They've ticked up a little bit, but they're still historically low. They're still ridiculously low. They're still making you want to borrow as much as you can at this rate. I mean, you can borrow at 3% now. Oh my gosh, it's 3% and not 2.875. It's 3%. You can borrow money for 30 years at 3%. Bank loads of money at 3%. And then you can go and buy a big house with it, and then you can eventually pull some money out and do other things with it, or you can take other money that you had and put it in the market and make double that or triple that or a gazillion times that if you buy GameStop. And then you can have free houses. But aside from that. So is it a buyer's market? Absolutely. Is it a seller's market? We're going to get into the numbers, but absolutely a seller's market too. Buyers are out there in droves. They waited. Some of them tried to time the bottom of the market. Money is cheap. They're buying. So let's get right into it. Let's go into this week's market numbers. And here's the biggest thing about the market numbers before I even get into Hoboken and Jersey City is that volumes of homes under contract in the last 30 days are at record numbers for this time of the year. So if you don't think this is a seller's market, there is 2 months of inventory in Hoboken and 2.5 in downtown Jersey City. A typical seller's market is somewhere between 0 and 3 months of inventory. And that means how many condos are on the market divided by the number of contracts that have been written in the last 30 days divided by the total number of homes available for sale. So sort of like the run rate or what it would take to, at this pace, put every home under contract. And it's about 2 months for Hoboken and 2.5 months for Jersey City. These are crazy numbers. And the good news is the prices haven't ticked up that much yet, but it's just a matter of time. Buyers, it's supply and demand. There's more buyers than there are sellers. You're going to see bidding wars. You're going to see the new sellers that are coming on going, hey, you know, that guy just had 5 bids on his home. Let's bump our home up by 5%. See if we get some bids as well. And that's the way it works. It ticks up, 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 up. And so it's a buyer's market and it's a seller's market. So let's get right into the numbers. This week, Hoboken, Jersey City, March 11th, 2021. In Jersey City, there's 202 condos on the market. 29 of those have come on in the past week, 82 in the past 30 days. So what that means is that you're seeing a robust number of homes still coming on the market. Under contract in the last 30 days, 78 homes in Jersey City condos went under contract. 78. That means roughly 2.5 months worth of inventory. The average days on market was 56, but I think you're going to see those numbers start to plummet over the next 30 days as some of that older inventory kind of flushes out of the system. A more important number on those days on market is 33% of those homes that went under contract were on the market for 2 weeks or less. So 33%, a third of those homes, 2 weeks or less. They are flying off the shelves. Sold in the last 30 days, there were 55, but again, it's a lagging number, and the discount rate was 2.3%. So you're going to start to see those numbers rise as those contracts turn into sales. In Hoboken, the numbers are even more frightening. There's 212 homes for sale, 40 in the last 7 days, and 106 in the last 30. That's half the homes that came on the market that are available right now are in the last month. This is fresh inventory. Under contracts in the last 30 days in Hoboken, 100 condos went under contract, 100. That is a really, really good May or June number. That is peak of the market kind of numbers, if we even hit those numbers. And we hit it here in the middle of March. Buckle your seatbelt. That's all I have to say. Buckle your seatbelt. Buyers, interest rates are low. Where are prices going to go if 100 people just bought homes? Where are prices going to go? There's only 2.5 months of inventory. Days on market, 48, but that is not the whole story. 30% of these 100 went under contract in 2 weeks or less. 2 weeks or less. Those homes are flying off the shelves. Get ready. Solds in the last 30 days, 54, and the discount rate was 2.6%. But who cares? The key numbers here are that the inventory numbers, the months of inventory, favor the sellers right now. Fresh homes on the market that aren't lasting. This is today's market report, March 11th, 2021. And if you're a seller, know it's a seller's market. Contact me. If you're a buyer, know it's a buyer's market. Contact me. The good, the bad, the ugly. So this week's The Good, the Bad, the Ugly covers a number of different topics. The good. Right now the weather is awesome. March. In like a lion, out like a lamb. Right now we're having a little bit of lamb, right? Everybody's enjoying that lamb before that corned beef. We hope we don't get much more lion. But we know from years past that April lies. April, you think, is going to be this awesome month. It starts off with April Fool's Day. Duh. It starts off like, oh, you think April, finally we're in spring. But we're not really in spring. Actually, spring starts in March, but it doesn't really. It really starts in May, it seems. So, in like a lion, out like a lamb. We'll see. The weather right now, good, lamb-like. Bad. There's not going to be a St. Patrick's Day parade again this year. Disappointing. I mean, it's COVID, so kind of hard to fight for the parade, even though it's outdoors. And hopefully there'll be a parade soon. And hopefully Hoboken will actually bring back a parade somehow without all of the problems of the leprechaun or what have you, because we still have that anyway. So let's have a parade when we can. It's just disappointing that as a small community, again, there's no parade. And then the ugly. Did anybody see over on 1st and Washington Street that there's a new place coming in called Chip City Cookies? I mean, seriously, do I need a cookie shop next to the Shake Shack? It's like, I think if I walk down Washington Street, I'm going to gain 8-9 pounds, just one side to the other. Chip City Cookies. I admit I'll be there when they open. I wasn't at the beauty place before, but I'll be at the cookie place. Just can't help myself. So you'll look for my review of the cookies. And to leave you with a little bit of inspirational quote, Here it is. I've come too far to take orders from a cookie. And by that, I mean a fortune cookie. It's like, are fortune cookies really even cookies? I mean, technically, by the technical sense of the term, I guess they have some of the stuff that makes a cookie. But if you've had a fortune cookie and you've had a soft chocolate chip cookie, you know they're not even in the same food group. I mean, they're not in the same food group. It's like trying to compare, a tabby cat to a lion, right? I mean, they're just not even in the same. They might kind of look the same color and, have some of the same, genes, but not the same. I mean, those fortune cookies, they're all super, super hard. Have you ever had a soft fortune cookie? No, never. They come in like wrapped in cellophane. So they're not even like, oh, we just made these. No, they come in, they got paper stuffed in them. So somehow they got paper stuffed in them. I don't know if somebody puts the paper in it with their fingers, or, it's some weird kind of a thing where the cookie goes up around the paper. But fortune cookies, not so much. Cookies. They're not going to be Chip City. You're not going to find fortune cookies at Chip City. So therefore, I'm all about it. Look for my review. This has been The Brian Murray Show. Thank you so much for watching. As always, every episode of The Brian Murray Show can be found at themurraypropertygroup.com in the blog section. Please check it out. Please follow me on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on Facebook. Comment. Love the comments. Love the shares. Even if you hate it, comment anyway. Love the hateful comments too. And of course, if there's anything that you disagree with, reach out to me directly and I'll show you why you're wrong. Thanks for watching.